a viral video is actually a Pornhub ad. A man logs off Zoom meeting for some alone time, but accidentally left the camera on. Oh my gosh. Recently, a video went viral in which a man named Daniel, who's hosting a group video call, suddenly gets up to go get something in the other room. He thinks his webcam is off and muted, but everyone else can clearly see what's about to happen. Daniel starts pleasuring himself on the Zoom conference meeting with his coworkers, who understandably start freaking out. Let's see what this is.
Daniel.
God.
I don't think he's
Daniel.
January.
Can you do that for us?
Daniel.
Daniel.
Call Mika.
Oh my God.
You call Daniel.
Oh my God! Can you imagine? Because originally it was nobody realized that this was an ad. Everyone thought it was real. Well, it turns out the video was an ad released by the website Pornhub.com as a way to promote International Masturbation Day, which was on May 7th. I missed that day as well. I missed International Sex Day last week, and I obviously missed International Masturbation Day. Nobody told me it was May 7th. I missed that one too. Said Alex Katz, a co-founder of Officer and Gentleman, Pornhub's long-running creative partner, in a statement that the idea was pulled from real-life accidental video conference flashings and bathroom breaks. Katz said, ever since the start of the pandemic, we've all had to adapt to working from home pretty quickly. And for a lot of us, that meant being connected to your coworkers or video calls throughout the day. But as we've seen recently, some people are still getting the hang of the technology. Meanwhile, in Central Park, sunbathers are not only skipping putting masks on. This past weekend, they were skipping putting their pants on as well. Sunbathers flocked to Central Park, Sheep Meadow, to catch some rays right here in New York City this past Sunday, but did not want to cover their faces. And as a matter of fact, didn't want to cover much of anything. Several people stripped down to their skivvies to let the sun shine in where the sun never shines. But while going pantless was simply a bold fashion choice, those who forswore masks and blew off social distancing guidelines were flouting a state mandate to put in place to stem the spread of the coronavirus. Governor Andrew Cuomo touted the state's really great progress in battling coronavirus, but threatened to shut down Manhattan and the Hamptons if people start sunbathing without clothes on and masks on. Meanwhile, the New Zealand government has deployed nude porn actors in a web safety ad, the latest in a series of striking public service announcements using humor to tackle tricky subjects. In the latest video for the Keep It Real online series, actors pretending to be porn stars tell a woman that her son has been watching their clips on his laptop, iPad, PlayStation, his phone, your phone, smart TV projector, adding that they don't talk about consent and just get straight to it. The ad follows a December 2019 report that revealed young New Zealanders used the internet as their first and primary tool to learn about sex. The series encourages parents to stay cool, calm, and collected when starting difficult conversations with their children about sex. Meanwhile, a Van-gogh letter co-written by Gauguin detailed visits to their brothel sells for $237,000. Now, people who may know who Van Gogh was, he was an artist in Paris, I believe, and he also lived in Austria for some period of time, perhaps as well. And he was best friends with Paul Gauguin, who were both artists at the same time. Van Gogh never sold a painting his whole life. He's the guy who cut off his ear because a woman would not date him or marry him, and he died very, very poor. And after he died, his paintings are worth hundreds of millions of dollars now, but he never lived to sell a painting. Well, in a remarkable letter in which the 19th century artists Vincent van Gogh and Paul Gauguin, they were best friends, discussed everything from a great artistic renaissance to visiting brothels, was acquired by the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam. The 1888 letter to fellow artist Emile Bernard was bought from a private seller at an auction in Paris yesterday for $237,000 by the Vincent van Gogh Foundation, and is seen as an important document in the Dutch artist's creative and personal life. It was one of the last remaining letters in his private hands. Van Gogh notably praises Gauguin as an unspoiled creature with the instincts of a wild beast. And finally, for Hump Day, we have one last story. The tortoises that saved their species by having sex have returned to their natural habitat. After saving their species by means of excess procreation, a group of Galápagos tortoises will be returned to their native habitat in Española. This includes Diego, the nearly 100-year-old tortoise who copulated so much that he fathered 800 little turtles. That's nearly 40% of the tortoise population comes from this one turtle. The tortoise partakes in a captive breeding program initiated in the mid-1960s when the population decreased to a measly 15. Following the program, the population on Galápagos is now 2,300 turtles. Said Park Director Danny Rueda to Reuters, "We can shut down the captive breeding program of this species because their natural behavior is now effective." Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.